Today's sponsored by segment is sponsored by my dish that I kind of took from Tasty. I'm always on Tasty on YouTube. They got a lot of fly stuff. And me and my daughter, we like to go on there and see what they've got and see what do we have in the fridge that we might make something out of. So something we discovered a while ago from Tasty is buffalo cauliflower nachos. They are really cool. And as I've said here before, my daughter loves cauliflower. So it's one of the ways I get her to eat vegetables. The other thing that's cool about nachos is you could put all type of fly stuff on top and up the ante with the veggies. So we'll throw like onions on there and lettuce and tomatoes. Half the time I don't use lettuce. I purposely use spinach. Sometimes we make guacamole at home, which she loves to do. So you've got all the fresh stuff in there. And we just pile it all on, throw a movie on or a TV show, and stuff our fat faces. So it'll be on the screen. I have a version with the guacamole and without. I could probably put both up there. So basically, this is roasted cauliflower. You know, you put it in the oven, cook it up for X amount of time. They got a little customized sauce that you can make. And then you dip it in the sauce. And then you layer up the nachos, put it back in the oven for a few minutes, and then pile on the good stuff. And that's it. It takes about 20 minutes to make. It's a lot because it fills up like a tray. So it's definitely something I use for a meal, not a snack. And if you're two people looking to eat a meal, this is a cool way to have like a date night, or like if me and Dre were hanging out, we could split it and definitely, and the walls came tumbling down.
Sorry about that, sir.
Nah, it's all good. So yeah, like if me and you were hanging out, we could just fill up the tray, pile on the veggies, and then split it, and we'd both be full for a minute because it's got a lot of different things that have fiber and different forms of nutrition. And if you really wanted to get fly, you could swap out the regular cheese for vegan cheese. I've done that a time or two. So there's a whole lot of ways you could go about it. So I'm going to put up the recipe that's on Tasty. But I don't always follow it because, like I said, I freestyle the veggies a lot of times. But the cauliflower is very simple. The way they make the sauce is very simple. And it's tasty. Now, my daughter likes spicy, but not as much as me. My trick is I add a little bit of honey to bring down the spice. It gives it a little bit of a sweet taste.
Don't you start that again.
Yo, somebody hit me up and was like, son, that little sweet shit had me in tears.
It's classic. It's classic now.
How could you not love little sweet? You know what I'm saying?
The sweet one.
Sweet. So that's what I do sometimes to dumb down the spice, because you're using using hot sauce and stuff like that. So it could be too strong for some people. I love spicy. So when I make it by myself, or if me and you were hanging out, I probably would not add the honey unless you wanted me to. I like that kick. So that's the sponsored by. Go ahead.
I like the fact that it only takes 20 minutes. That's what I'm about. I can't do some of these 45 minutes, an hour, 90 minutes. I'll go do something else. My meal's got to be quick, fast, you know what I'm saying, and nutritious.
Absolutely. Yeah. So the other day, actually, we made it without the guacamole. We were in a rush. We were hanging out. We came home, and we had to, do a bunch of stuff and then head back out. I was like, I don't want to order food. What could we make really quick? And I remembered I got this huge cauliflower the other day, anticipating that she was coming over. And I was like, oh, we got this cauliflower. Let's stop in the corner store, get some nachos and some cheese and some lettuce. I got everything else at home, and we go in. And that's what we did. And, I diced up the vegetables that were going to go on top while she hooked up the cauliflower, you know what I mean? And that's it. About 20, 30 minutes later, we were sitting down watching Marvel What If and busting it down. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, so that last episode, though?
Today's episode I have not seen. So the season finale I haven't seen yet. But we'll chat. Yeah, I wait for her, so I won't watch it for a while.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
That's my style, you know.
You know what I mean?
She'll call me too and say hey, Dad, I was on TikTok and they're putting up clips of What If. be careful when you go on TikTok. I'm like,
cats
all right.
do that. You know.
Yeah. And sometimes she'll come over and she'll say, Dad, I know what happened. I'm like, oh yeah, you know what happened? I'm like, oh, you watched it? And she'll say like, no, but just for example, she'll say like, no, but I know JD's head gets chopped off because it was all over TikTok. People are putting it to beats. I'm like, oh, that's crazy.
Oh man, no spoiler warnings or nothing. People are horrible right now. People don't
that's
say spoiler alert no more. Yeah, is that old school now? Nobody don't say spoiler alert.
It's old school now. Because cats don't care about spoiling it. They're just like, oh well. It came out today. You didn't see it? Oh well.
It's on you.
Oh well.
You didn't stop your life to watch this thing the minute it came out. Oh well, so on you. I need content. So
I need content. So watch me get heads chopped off to the beat.
You know what I'm saying?
Upon your head top. So that's the sponsored by segment. And since we're talking about TikTok, let's dive into a new topic.
Look at that segue. Look at that segue though.
I mean, just go ahead, son. I got you. Listen, just hit him with the post. Burn him with the post. I got. Go ahead, get that.
When you get to the Cadillac, make that right.
Make it right. Chill. Or the classic button hook. You know what I'm saying?
You know
Listen, this is what we're going to do in the huddle. Listen, all right, fellas, this is what we're going to do. You know Dre's the fastest one. All right? Yeah, Dre's the fastest one. We're going to do is Dre. You're going to run to the Cadillac, and you're going to button hook. Once you get there, just turn around. Bam, it's going to hit you right in the chest. You know son, they don't know the vibe, son.
I be trying to explain that to people like football in New York City is different, man. It's not like we don't have like a lot of fields and playgrounds.
We in the street with it.
Especially like when you was a kid, like when it's snow.
What?
Yo, when it's
you
snow,
call everybody up.
Everybody already knew. You ain't have to call.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yo, son, you know it's snowing, right? All right, great. Yeah.
Let's do it.
You gonna call Greg or I call Greg? You got it?
Right.
All right. Okay, cool. I'll be there. All right. I gotta go. Bye.
Full tackle.
Oh, it gotta be full tackle.
That's what the snow is for.
Everyone is leaving wet, sore, fucked up. Because guarantee at least one person got tackled into a pile of snow that wasn't a pile of snow.
The snow. Always, son.
Wasn't a pile of snow. Always. You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh, I'm about to tackle the shit out of Dre into this pile of snow. Bam! Dumpster. Oh, shit. We both hurting now.
Man, listen.
Come on, son. Or the best part, you in the middle of a crazy game. And what happened? Car.
Yep.
Car. Hold on, car.
Yep. No doubt. You know what
I'm saying?
Bro, man.
Come on, son.
Yeah. Cut to
anyway,
the blanket,
right. You know what I'm saying?
Move over to that caddy, and then,
okay. You know what I'm saying?
Right. New York City football, so that's my joint.
Car.
Get right.
Car.
It was crazy, yo.
It's the best.
Football in the snow. But yo, what's going on? All right, so Instagram, son, what's happening?
All right, so there was a Facebook whistleblower who came out and started putting out all type of information and documents, as they say now, spilling the tea.
Yeah.
And this white woman came out and spilled the tea, and hours later, Zuckerberg was like,
he was like, cut it out, huh?
Yo, you ever seen The Dictator?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. With son, I forgot his name.
Yo! Yeah. I don't know his name either, but he's Borat. He's Ali G. Right, all these fly characters. Yo, my man.
Perrier dude
my favorite is when he hugged the dude. He hugged son and was like, no, it's okay. It's okay. Come on.
Right. Yeah. Sacha Baron Cohen. I think that's his name.
There you go. Cohen. Good job. I'm terrible. I never even would have knew that.
No, I know. It's like he's so funny. Like I can't not give him his props. Son. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
he's so good, man. He's
man,
so good. You know what I mean?
Son, off with their head. And the flyest part was when he went to Marcy. You know what I'm saying? He had the bar and Marcy trying to investigate. Nigga like, I thought I killed all of these motherfuckers.
You know what I'm saying?
Didn't I kill all y'all motherfuckers?
Right.
Son was like, yeah, we just told them niggas to move. We wasn't fucking with you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yo. so Zuckerberg was just like,
right. Zuckerberg was like, oh, what that bitch said? Word? Yo, 86 all that shit. 86 all that shit. What she said? We encourage negative shit. 86 on the negative shit. She said something about an election. 86 on the election shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, she was going in, son.
She said what? She said our algorithms don't show people any of the shit they actually want to see. It only shows them what? Only the shit they'll react to. 86 that shit too. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, you know what they did? They went like this. Yo, they was like, yo, everything gotta go. Everything gotta go. There just was no Facebook. And people forgot, if Facebook go down, they have the ability to shut down other things because Facebook is a huge conglomerate. Right. So Facebook owns Instagram and everyone's favorite international talking app, WhatsApp.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They do. I forgot about that.
So now you couldn't call your mom in Guam.
Right.
You couldn't get nudes from that hot chick in Peru. You know what I'm saying? All you could do now is keep trying to reload the shit.
It just went down?
But why won't it refresh? But why? Why won't it refresh?
I guess they on some like, I'm going to make you love me type joint. Like, yeah, we did what we did.
Listen, they said it very well on the Joe Budden podcast. I was listening to it this morning. And one of them was like, I think it was Ice. Yeah, I think it was Ice. It was like, yo, so you're going to talk shit? All right, let me show you how much you need me. That's it. You're going to talk shit? You're going to put me on 60 Minutes? All right. Well, then let me show you how much you need me. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can see your dinner now.
Yo, that's crazy, though. That's
Can't
crazy.
See your dinner now.
Now, so let me ask you, though.
What's up?
I mean, because you're a parent. One of the things, she said a lot, but one of the things she said, you know, and we've both been in youth development for a long time. Absolutely. One of the things she said was, the report said that Facebook knew that this was having an adverse effect on teenagers, girls. Especially teenage girls, right? And I'm watching it like this. You could tell me how I'm watching it like this. I'm like, okay, all right. Whatever happened to, because I know a lot of parents who do this, whatever happened to, you can't go on there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know parents who just like, yeah, that's cool and all, but I don't care what your friends got. You're not going on there. You're 12. You're 13. Like, you're not getting an account and you're not on there. So, yeah, whatever happened to that?
That's gone. It been gone.
But I don't understand.
Cats, let me explain something to you.
I'm listening.
The parents of this generation have thrown all that shit out the window. There's no more limitations where like, hey, you can have your phone for an hour and then you give it back to me. There's no more like, hey, mom, this website says I have to be 15. Is it cool if I got it? Niggas is just, people are just taking their kid's phone. It's like, hold on, before you even ask me. All right, here, go ahead, set up your little Facebook account. Oh, okay. Well, you said TikTok? All right, hold on. What you need me to do? All right, yeah, here. What you need, the thumbprint? All right, hold on, waiter. All right, cool. Thumbprint. Go ahead, have at it.
So son, hold on. Parenting.
Hold on.
I'm going to
get this. What happened was, Cats was on some like, oh, so you're supposed to be a teenager to have this? Oh. All right, but you 5. Go ahead, son.
Okay. All right. I'm still listening. Go ahead. Go in.
I'm just telling you the truth. So kids have been 5 years old on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter.
Right.
What was the joint before that?
I can go in on you. You know, shit. We could talk about. We can go really back. We could go to the Vine. We could
Vine.
go.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, Vine. That's the one.
Yeah.
So Vine, for example, was basically
too.
TikTok.
Yeah,
but it was much shorter, and they basically enhanced it and made it TikTok. So what happened was you had kids on there. People were 5 years old, 6 years old, and they did that. And the same thing with YouTube. People just gave their kids the laptop, gave their kids the tablet, gave their kids the phone.
Right.
And technology has been babysitting. So what has happened is your child is now used to the same things you are. When you go out to eat, you on your phone. But when are the mozzarella sticks gonna get here? And while you on your phone, your kid is doing the same thing. Yeah, and where's my grilled cheese sandwich? Oh, look, Andre posted a selfie. He's crazy. And that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? Now, yes, every parent is different. I'm not making this a blanket statement. You said you know parents who don't do that. I don't know those parents. I'm going to keep it a buck. Most of the parents I know, their kids have free range on the phone. Most. I do know some cats. I do know some parents who are like, hey, listen, you can't use your phone until your homework is done. After dinner, no more phone. You know what I mean? I know some cats who put limitations. But largely, the people I know personally do not. In fact, my daughter taught me how to use TikTok.
Okay.
She was already on it. And I knew that. So when it came time for me to learn a new platform, instead of going on YouTube, I was like, yo, you want to teach me and my best friend how to use TikTok? My best friend said she'll pay you. My daughter was like, oh, sure. Why not? You know what I'm saying? I body, baby.
You know what I mean? Playing the classics out there tonight. Still warm in the city. Yeah. But son.
Anyway. So yeah, my daughter taught me how to use TikTok. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, my daughter doesn't live with me. So she has been one of the kids of this exact situation. You know what I'm saying? Since my daughter,
the age range they're talking about in the report,
yeah. I mean, my kid is 11,
right? But that's the age range. Yeah, that's the age range.
Absolutely. So this is the thing. My daughter has had devices in her hand for the bulk of the day since before she could talk.
Right.
So now here's the flip side. Right? Here's the flip side. Let's just say I want to take my daughter's devices away.
Yep.
Or you're taking away a drug that my kid has had for 11 years.
Right.
It's like telling me, yo, Jay, you can no longer eat ice cream. But I've been eating ice cream my whole life. I love ice cream. Okay. I'll die for ice cream.
Okay.
In The Matrix, what son said? Come on, son, go through. I'm going to let you have it. What more for you said about The Matrix, son?
He said many things about the Matrix.
He said, people love the system so much.
Oh, yeah, that they'll die to protect it. No doubt. Okay.
So here we are.
Give me an alley-oop. I got you.
Give me a look. I'm saying, I told you, son, when you get to the Cadillac button hook, it's going to hit you right in the chest. I'm saying.
No doubt.
Right at the chest. So we're going to call this episode When You Get to the Cadillac.
Make that left. All right. But son. Yeah. So now, are we saying, tell me if you agree or disagree, are we saying now the lack of parenting, because that's what it is, that's what you described, is now Facebook fault? So it's like, I can't parent my kids, so Facebook, I need you to create an algorithm to parent them, to show them nice stuff that's going to make them feel good about themselves and not the stuff that they've been looking at making them feel bad about themselves. That's your fault, Facebook. Why can't you parent my kids the right way? Word? That's what's going on?
Yeah, partially.
Okay.
I mean,
so
if we're going to keep it real, the thing is that, I'll be honest with you, I don't even think cats are thinking that deep.
But that's what the report came out and said.
The report came out and said that because, okay, forget about
what Facebook knows. Because
right, well,
Facebook
that's what I'm about to
knows.
say, right.
And
I
that's what she's saying. She's like, Facebook knows that this is having a negative impact on these kids, and they just letting it happen. But I'm like,
yeah, because of what I told you when we spoke about body shaming last week. It's the same conversation. What I said, social media praises the negative.
right.
Not only, and now we see it's literally set up to do that.
Right. Right. It's like, okay, yeah, an inspirational quote that might get like 500 likes, but a quote that's filled with flames and putting cats down, that's gonna get like 1 million. I get it.
Yeah.
But in terms of parenting, this is what I don't understand, because I guess I'm just old school. Because you mean to tell me a device or a company is in charge of parenting your kids? Like, yo, if I'm realizing as a parent, these devices is making my kid feel depressed. These devices making my kid feel not, good about themselves. I'm taking the devices away. I'm not going to be on some, well, you've had one since you was 2, so I can't. No, boo. This is going to be hard. Like any drug, like you said, whether it's alcohol, drugs, food, whatever. You know that this is not going to be easy, but you're going to have to put those cigarettes down. It's killing you. You're going to have to put those devices down. You're 12. I'm sorry. But what about you're not getting it? We're going to go out. We're going to do some other things. It's causing you to be depressed. You know what I'm saying? If I'm realizing that as a parent, why is now the onus on the company and not on the parent? I'm not saying Facebook gets to slide. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that they're not wicked for the wicked shit that they're doing. But my thing is, when in this society has it not been wicked? You know what I mean? Like, when did you? Because, even with like TV or whatever, it's all going down the shitter as far as I'm concerned. Right. But if you're a parent, and I understand you're co-parenting, so that's a different story. You're like, okay, I only get to make these decisions for the little bit of time I do have my daughter. Other than that, what she's doing is what she's doing. So it's not on you. That's what the main parent, whatever the fuck they call it, the custodial, whatever the fuck. But, you know what I mean? Right. But why are y'all blaming the company? That's the only thing I want to understand.
Okay. I didn't want to cut you off. I've been trying to be better with that.
I stopped. That's why I
stopped.
So
here's what I'm gonna say.
So the building,
son. I was playing double dutch. No, not yet. No, they turning too fast. I gotta wait. All right, it's my time. Oh. Let me turn on them.
Yeah. Do a flip.
All right. So, you know what I'm saying? So here's the thing. To respond to some of the stuff you said, I'm gonna try to do it in pieces. So the first thing is, in order for you to stop your kid from using the device, in order for you to stop your teenage daughter from getting depressed because of social media, you have to be aware of what's going on with your kid.
Right.
But how could you be aware of what's going on with your kid if you're also like this all day?
You're stuck in your own matrix. We're about to have that Matrix 4 conversation in a second. Go through.
Well, this is the thing. So what you're saying is parents should be aware of what's going on with their children. And you're right. But that becomes challenging when we share the same addiction. If you're looking for ice cream all day, the same way I'm looking for ice cream all day, how can I be cognizant enough to tell you, hey, you're eating too much ice cream. I think you care too much about ice cream.
Because it takes one to know one.
Sure. But that means I got to peek my head up.
Yep.
If I'm like this all day, I got to look up to see you. But I'm like this all day. So if I'm like this all day, when am I going to be aware enough to see what you're doing? You see, this is the challenge. And this is also easier for you, Dre, because you're not addicted to social media. But many people in 2021 are. You see, this is the challenge. Some people can't eat without taking a picture. I can't tell you how many times I've gone out to eat before COVID, during COVID, in the last 10 years, and I go to put my fork in my food, and people are like, hey, hold on, wait, hold on. I've got to take a picture first.
No doubt. I mean, sometimes some food is pretty. I mean, even I take pictures of certain food. I'd be like, that shit look good.
Well,
not
sure.
every time, yeah.
But there are some people who cannot eat a meal without taking a picture.
Right.
There are some people who can't leave the house without taking a selfie. You understand what I'm saying? Social media has society by the short hairs. And if we're not going to accept that, then we can't begin to have a conversation about teenage girls being depressed because of social media. Because really, their parent is depressed because of social media.
You ain't never lie.
There has been a conversation from Facebook via Instagram for about 5 years now. Maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit. Y'all can tell me in the comments if I'm wrong. But there has been a conversation about removing likes from Instagram. I'm going to say it again. Excuse me. A little bit of COVID in the throat. Joke.
You got a lot of COVIDity in your throat there.
In the throat.
Yeah,
anyway.
The esophagus is filled with COVIDity.
You know what I'm saying? So, what type of viral matter? Yeah. Now, let me stop before they be like, Jay had COVID, he didn't say anything.
He already said he admitted it.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't hear the podcast? He said it.
You're going to have to flash your negative fucking COVID test on here now.
Yeah, I get tested every week for work, so I'm not worried about y'all. Anyway, so the conversation has been, are we going to remove likes? Why is that? Because there's something called dopamines. There's something that happens to us. Son, we going to talk, son. You know what I'm saying? There's something called dopamines. And the very simple version is when you put something up, you're waiting and yearning for that response. It's the same as a text message, right? If I'm excited, I say, man, I can't believe I benched 380 today. I can't wait to tell Dre and see what he's going to say. Chemically, something is happening. I'm yearning for a response from Dre. I want Dre to say, man, you did great. Man, that's amazing. Jay, you're the greatest. I want that positive feedback. Chemically, I'm yearning for it. And the same thing happens when you post a picture, a selfie, a promo clip, your product or service, your dance move that you took all data.
Do the Macarena. It took me all day to learn the Macarena. Did nobody like it? It's fucked up.
And then we jump this way, right?
Right.
So your body, your chemical reaction is that you're waiting for positive feedback. So when you post that picture, you're staring at your phone. All right, but how many likes? But did Dre like it? Oh man, did my crush like it?
Right.
Oh man, but my best friend didn't like it. Why didn't they like it? Man, why aren't people liking my shit?
Yeah.
And this, so the dopamine effect is fucking with you, right? And again, they know this. This is something that they have said more than once. You could look up all type of articles that have come out asking, should we remove the like button? In fact, at one point, Instagram said, hey, listen, forget about what y'all think. we're removing the like button. Straight up. You will no longer be able to see how many likes a picture or a photo got. Why? Because they know it's fucking with people. That's why. So going back, you can't tell your kid, hey, I know this is fucking with you. I know this is making you have a bad day, a bad week, a bad month, a bad year, a bad life. Because the same thing is happening to you. And you're so stuck in that zone. You're so busy waiting for likes and comments that you're not even paying attention to that child. And if the device is your babysitter, you're really not aware of a lot of things. I can't tell you how many times my daughter has come here and asked me about things, both inappropriate and appropriate, that she learned from the internet. And I'm not mad at that. As a parent, I have to be prepared to deal with that. And that's my form of thinking. But a lot of parents are not thinking that way. So when they come and say, hey, Dre, what's a dildo? Okay, Dre, let me ask you a question. What's the keto diet? Hey, why is America all fat? Hey, did you know that there's an unsolved mystery? This dude has been serial killing people for 45 years. Did you know that? He rapes his victims and... Whoa! Where that came from? Right. Guess what? It came from right here.
Yeah.
It came from right here.
You're right. You're right, brother.
So if you give your kid free range, if the device or devices are the babysitter, this is the byproduct. Now, to respond to the last part, you asked, why are people putting the onus on the companies instead of themselves? Well, this goes to one of my favorite topics about good old America. People in America are not taught to take accountability. In fact, we are often taught we should not take accountability. I didn't start that war. They started that war. I didn't mess up the election. You messed up the election. Well, yeah, I owe you money, but you know that I don't pay people back, so I can't pay you. It's your fault. All of this stuff is what we see every day. The man who was in office not too long ago has a history of not paying people back. In fact, he's so blunt, he literally is like, nah, I ain't paying y'all. I don't give a fuck. I'm not paying you. Too bad. Instead of saying, hey, listen, I owe Dre $105. I should pay him back. That's the responsible thing to do. That's my bad. I ain't paying back. That's on me. America's not taught to do that. So it's McDonald's fault I'm fat.
Right.
It's my parents' fault I don't have confidence. It's my ex's fault that I'm a jerk. And it goes on and on and on and on. Because we're not taught to figure out how to heal ourselves. We're not taught anything about what history truly is. We're not taught any way of how to really survive in this type of society. What we're taught is the American dream. We're taught you can start from nothing and pull yourself up by the bootstraps. And then eventually you can become a god. And that's what we're taught. But accountability is not one of the things we're taught. We're not taught, look in the mirror and figure out what needs to happen next. So people are blaming Facebook. People are blaming these other spaces. And that's the thing. So now this is the conversation. Yeah, you're right. Should the onus be on Facebook? No. In fact, if your kid is 5, they shouldn't even have Facebook. If your kid is 10, they're not supposed to be on Instagram. But you know what? You put them on Instagram. There's people who have accounts for a baby. I've seen that. I've seen people have a baby and be like, man, my baby's so cute. My baby needs an Instagram account. So your baby has an Instagram account. Your dog has an Instagram account. You have an Instagram account. Your spouse has an Instagram account. Your business has an Instagram account. Who the hell is spending time together? Who the hell can realize, hey, listen, I'm fucked up and you're fucked up? Nobody, because we like this all day. Oh, my shit upside down.
Yeah, I feel you, son. I feel you.
So now I'm gonna just be silly with it. Since Instagram shut down, are we all gonna say fuck them and go to TikTok?
That's all that's gonna happen. I mean,
I'm just curious.
I mean, if any of these companies, like any drug or, as you know, drug dealers, it's like,
gotta get the next fix.
If it's like, if I'm out there slinging crack and I get busted, does that stop crack? No, you just go to the next dude that's selling crack. So, I think that's the bigger conversation where it's like, okay, you could blame Facebook if you want. You could shut Facebook down if you want. You could try to regulate Facebook. Oh, we're going to get the government to break Facebook up and regulate them. Okay, you could do all that. Only thing that's going to happen is, like you just said, people just going to motivate to the next thing. That's all. It'll be TikTok. It'll be some new thing. There's always some new thing on the horizon. But, you know, it's interesting when you were saying all this, because it's like, and I know you a lot like me and a lot of the people, it's like, well, we say we don't want the government in our business. We say we want to be able to do whatever it is that we want to do, right? So you and I, we joke around on here. We talk about supplements, you know, people taking all kind of drugs and shit and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, as we always said, you know, a lot of times these things started out as being legal.
Right.
And then how come they started to get a bit illegal is because people started ODing on it. People started taking it. It's like you create something and you say, okay, use as directed, right? Like I told you back in the 90s, growth hormone, I used to just buy growth hormone. I didn't, you know what I mean? It was not a thing. And then you look at it, it's on the bottle and it tell you, take 2 of these. So what did I do? I took 2 of them. I didn't take 4. I didn't take 6. Now, did a lot of people wild out and start taking like way more than they supposed to? Yes. And then that's why it's illegal. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, well, Facebook tells you in order to have an account, you got to be this age, period. But you say, well, I don't want to do that, Facebook. I'm going to go around that rule and I'm going to put my $5 kid, my 5-year-old kid on. So now that's Facebook's fault because you didn't use it as directed. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. Now, the fact that Facebook is aware of it, they're aware of it. But what do we want them to do? Because my thing is, I'm about less government regulation. I don't need the government coming in any more than what they already are and regulating more things. See what I'm saying? So like we get mad when the government says, okay, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't eat this, you can't drink that, blah, blah, blah. You can't smoke this, you can't blah, blah, blah. And then make these things illegal. And you know, once it's illegal, okay, well, great. We got a new reason to throw brothers and sisters in jail. You know what I mean? Or give people more fines. How about, and maybe this is old school. How about, rather than you complaining about it, something like this, have you wake up, like you saying, get your face out of the screen and pay attention to your kids, or realize your own addictions. You know what I'm saying? Like we all have to do eventually, you know? Like you said with you with the ice cream. Eventually you have to say to yourself, you know what? It's probably not a good idea to get an Oreo blast on a daily basis. You know what I mean? Eventually
even though it's tasty and delicious.
And you love it. And you would love to have one every day. But, you know, eventually you have to look at yourself and be like, Oreo blast, this is going to hurt me more than it hurts you. I can't mess with you anymore like that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe once a year or something on some wild ass special occasion. But the relationship we have right now, I'm sorry. It's over. It's over. It's either me or you. You got to go. That's just being a responsible adult. You know what I'm saying? So no, I don't expect a child to do what we're saying to do, but I do expect a parent to be a parent. Now, parents don't want to be parents, this ain't the first time in history we had parents that want to be parents, bro. You know, listen, we all grew up the way we grew up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We all grew up in the hood. There was always some like 10-year-old, always outside, 2, 3 in the morning. What's going on with this kid? Just in the streets, just doing whatever. Before there was a social media. So there's always been irresponsible parents in the community. Okay.
And the TV.
So
how many of us grew up on the TV?
How many of us parents had 2, 3 jobs? It was just like, listen, Poppy, this is in this freezer. Put that in the refrigerator. Blah, blah, blah. I'll be back. Okay. Mwah, call me if something happened.
And now Thundercats.
Exactly. Here's the key to the house. You know, watch the corners when you're going home. Go straight. Don't mess around. Go put yourself in the door. Close it. Make yourself a Pop-Tart. And yeah, Transformers. G.I. Joe and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it was, you know? So
that's the real American hero.
So that's just what it was. So it's just like, to me, when I hear this, I don't feel like it's anything new. It's a new sort of category, but parenting still has to be parenting. You know? And like I said, I just know so many parents who are just like, I don't care how old you are, you're not getting on social media. Period.
Yeah, but,
you know what I mean.
But
when you get to a certain age, knock it out. I know that's I know they're the minority. I get that, but maybe this is an opportunity for people to wake up, kid.
Psych.
Yeah, go back to sleep. So yeah, I was gonna say like, the new Matrix. I know you saw the trailer. There's a scene where Neo is in the elevator going to see a psychiatrist.
And he the only one not on the phone.
Right. Everybody else is this way. He looks up like, are you kidding? Like, we all have our own personal matrices now. It used to be just one big tower. Now they just separated. We all stay in our own little matrix. And he's just like, you gotta be kidding. Something ain't right here. You can see in his face, his eyes is saying that. You know what I'm saying? He's not saying it, the dialogue, but his eyes, you could just look at him and tell. He's just like,
what the fuck is going on?
Am I the only one realizing what's happening? Because no one will take a minute, like you said, to look up for a second and just see what's going on around you. You got the blinders. The blinders are on the phone. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know what to do about that, but wake up, man. Wake up, because government control of stuff is not the answer as far as I'm concerned. And I know that's what that whistleblower was calling for. It's like, oh yeah, we gotta get the government to get involved and stop Facebook from doing this. You know, because the thing is, okay, you pointed it out, and I'm glad she did it. Yeah, blow the whistle, Facebook. You're horrible. Don't do that, Facebook. You horrible. Blah blah blah. Okay, so close your Facebook account. You ain't digging them. Delete your Instagram. There's a button there. Delete it. Oh, but you're not going to do that. So they could be as evil as they want to be, because they got you. You know what I'm saying? And the only thing you could do is realize, I'm an adult, my kid is a kid, you know, and know that, oh man, I'm spending too much time on this. I'm getting too addicted to it. You know, like anything else, video games, it's all, you know, or everything. It's not just, you know, you talked about dopamine, which is very true. It's not just that, everything. You know what I'm saying? Sex can be another drug. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like porn. That's, you know what I'm saying? And even what we do and talk about, a lot of cats can get addicted to the gym. You know what I'm saying? Just addicted, like everything gym. Yeah. Like, yo, there's a lot of stuff going on. Like, you got, you know, you haven't paid your bills. What's happening? A gym, just everything's a gym. You know, I've seen cats like, yo, this is my 4th time in a gym. Wow. 4 times you've been in? Son, I don't play, man. I'll get it in. It's like, ooh, but what else are you doing? I mean, unless that's how you make your money, and maybe you got clients or something. But other than that, I don't know. I feel like you kind of, but we all get addicted to something, and it's about recognizing what you're addicted to, being smart, and saying, okay, maybe I need to dial that down a little bit. You know?
Right. Anyway. But again, you talking about being conscious enough, being aware enough to do that. And just like the Matrix trailer, if you just stuck in your phone, can't do that.
Right.
You got to come up for air.
Right. So it's funny we talking about addictions, because I wanted us to start talking about in terms of nutrients, food, and stuff. Mm-hmm. One of the biggest addictions we have in our society is sugar, and then the other one is salt.
Yep.
So I mean, what are your feelings on cats with the sugar and the salt and those addictions?
Well, any addiction, you have to be self-aware, right?
Yeah.
I speak all the time about how much I love ice cream. But as much as I talk about it, I'm not having ice cream every day. I'm aware that I have a problem, which largely is a sugar problem, right? Cakes, cookies, ice cream. I like all that. If it was up to me, I'd have it all every day. Maybe a slice of cheesecake for breakfast. You know what I mean? A couple cookies for lunch. And then I drown it all with a pound of ice cream at night.
Right.
But I won't live very long if I do that. I'm also trying to live a healthier lifestyle. So I can't do that. So I have to be aware and be an adult and put limitations on the things that I do. And it's funny because when you're a kid, you keep thinking, man, I can't wait to grow up and do whatever the fuck I want. But in reality, it's the opposite. When you're a kid, that's really when you can do whatever the fuck you want. When you're an adult, you really got to check yourself way more. And this is part of that. Being accountable is part of that. Now, am I saying it's all just going to be done with a Thanos snap? No. But any addiction we have, it has effects on the body. What happens when you consume lots of sugar? Well, you're consuming what becomes lots of fat. Now, here I am saying I'm working out. Here I am posting my plant-based meals. But if I just follow every plant-based meal with a pint of ice cream, it doesn't matter.
So glad you said that.
I mean, I'm just keeping it a buck.
No, because, man, I see so many
And don't get me wrong, I do it. There are plenty of times I go out to my favorite restaurant, and as soon as I sit down, my brain says, yo, but that fly-ass Oreo cheesecake, though?
Yeah, because, bro, you know how many fat-ass vegans are walking around right now, man?
A lot.
I'm vegan. Okay, but you're also obese. Like, stop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, being vegan without checking your calories, what does that mean? Yeah, cheesecake is vegan. Oreos are vegan. Twinkies are vegan.
Right.
There's all super sugary, high-calorie snacks, desserts.
Right.
Just eating vegan does not mean you're eating healthy.
Right.
So yeah, you got snap out of that. Yeah, and the only thing it does is it gives you a label to wear publicly to, people kind of big you up or you big up yourself.
Right.
Without you acknowledging the sugar addictions.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So,
you're right.
Yeah, no doubt. You know what I mean? So glad you said that, man.
Yeah, and I think it all goes with any addiction. Some people are salt. I got to have some nuts. I got to have some chips. I got to have a pretzel. I got to have something salty. And the point is, it's all addiction, right? Yeah. It's all addiction. And that means that we have to be self-aware. That means that we have to be accountable, and we have to be real with ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to do like Mike. You got to start with the man in the mirror.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I use myself as an example because it's the truth. I love sweets, and everybody knows that. My daughter knows that. My friends know that. My special friends know that. Everybody knows. You know what I'm saying? Even at the job, sometimes I walk in with a sweet snack, and my boy at work be like, "Oh, okay, that's what you want tonight? All right, I see you, son. But you got the large tonight." I'm like, "Yeah, it was a large kind of night." Man, you know what I'm saying? After a rough day, I love to dive into a 3-scoop sundae.
Yeah.
Haagen-Dazs is right by my job. When I get off the train, Haagen-Dazs is in direct line of sight. Every day I walk past Haagen-Dazs. Sometimes I can't do it. sometimes I go right in there and be like, yo, give me 3 scoops of the nastiest, fattest shit you have. And please drown it in hot fudge. Yeah, I want the whipped cream.
Oh, yeah, you wild.
What, you got a cherry? No, I prefer Oreos on top of my whipped cream, please.
Okay, yes. You going for full diabetes. Let me get the diabetes.
Yeah, give me the diabetic special. Thanks.
Full diabetes. Thank you.
Yeah. But
and that's the thing.
But man, you have to be aware of that. You can't get the diabetes special 5 days a week. Because then you'll be in a diabetic coma.
No doubt. See, that's too much for me. Yeah,
you're going to be doing the Harlem Shake and not because you want to.
Yeah, that's no good. Yeah. See, me, I feel like I have a sugar addiction too. Not like yours. But, I could get away with just like when I, like in the summers, we would take kids to the zoo and the aquarium and things like that. And there's a big like Haagen-Dazs stand. So my style. I send all the campers with the counselors and be like, okay, you guys, here's the map. You can go here, here, and here. Right. If you need anything, call me on the radio. And I make that straight line right to the Haagen-Dazs. They'd be like, Sensei, where you going? I'm just going to go check out things, make sure everything is safe. So
but really though,
I'll go straight to the Haagen-Dazs. But see, I'll just be like, yo, let me just get like a rum raisin and I'm good. I don't need to
a one scoop.
Yeah, 1, maybe 2, just to, let me get some nice ice cream about a pecan situation. This is good. And that's it. Right. I don't need to, put that on it and put that out. That's a little bit too much for me. Nah, I can't.
I love all of that, son. I got a lady friend, and anytime we get ice cream, she just looks at me, she says, you're going to put all that crazy shit on it? That's sad. I'm just asking. We gonna both get cookies and cream, but you're gonna put all that crazy shit on it,
right? Yeah.
And my answer is always the same. My answer is always, son. That's the only way I eat ice cream, son.
I feel you. No. But
that's why Ben and Jerry's are my dudes.
Right. I feel you
because they don't do regular ice cream. Maybe on some what vanilla? Nah. We gonna start with vanilla, but we gonna have 6 layers of other crazy shit. For the same $5.99. And I'm like, you see, I love that $5.99.
Right.
I love y'all. Ben and Jerry's, y'all are my best dudes.
No doubt. Nah, see, I can get a little, and that's that. You know what I mean?
Cause you little sweet.
Yeah, I'm see, little. That's it.
Little sweet.
That's it. I also like salt too. And when you mentioned like I'm a big like nut person sometimes, or like my favorite thing to get, and I only get every now and then too, is those big giant, I call them mall pretzels.
Oh, yep. Pretzel be this big.
Yeah, just like wild, and you can get cinnamon in, you can get salt. I usually just be like, yo, get some salt, maybe some mustard on there. It's super salty, but I love it, and I get it just every now and then, not too often. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if I see one, that's why I don't really even go in the mall. Every now and then I go in the mall, maybe once every 2-3 months, and I'll just find myself in the mall. I have to like make my way to the food court. Oh, what's those pretzels about?
Right? Okay. Yeah.
I guess I'll try.
Let me tell you something, son. At the major train station by my crib, the one I often jog to, they're putting an Aunt Annie's.
Oh yeah, that's my joint. Yeah, that's it.
Son, I told cats I can no longer go to that train station, son.
It's over.
It's over for me. It's over for me because I'm gonna be walking through there. Just words, and I gotta get the work.
Just get Just get one of those real quick and get nice.
You know what I'm saying?
One. You know what I mean? A hot one when it get like a little cool outside. You got that hot.
Why they gotta do that to me, son?
The hot pretzel steaming when it get. You know what I mean? It's cold outside, but the pretzel be like, I got you.
Son, you ever get the dips?
Oh yeah, man, dips is good as well.
How they gonna have dips? Dips?
They're gonna have
dips. And they know you, son. They know our style. They got the same data like Facebook. You go to the register, they got all the crazy flavors, and you do like you said. It's like, no, I'm trying to be good. Just a salt pretzel, please. That's it. They start hitting you with the offers. Yeah, but today, it's 2 for $5. You're still trying to be good. You're still trying to be good. You're like, no, I can't do 2 for $5. Just the one pretzel. But one pretzel is $3.75. You could get 2 for $5. You still trying to be good. You still trying to be, nah, I'm cool. Just the 1 pretzel, thanks. You go to give them the $5, and what they say? Well, we also have marinara dip. We have cheese dip. We have honey mustard dip. Son of a bitch, man. How you gonna have dips right there and the shit right there? They don't even go far. They don't even got a point. They just looking right there. Like,
the dips right are calling to you.
You see right there? Yeah, that's marinara. This one is herbs and cheeses. And you looking at them like, fuck. All right, yeah, let me get a dip, man. Hurry up. Put it in the bag. Hurry up. I got to go. Son, you ain't got nowhere to go. You ain't got nowhere to go.
The dips are like, don't front on yourself, baby. You know you want this. Come on, son. Man. Get over here.
You know you want a little dip.
You know what I mean? Just come on, just a little, put your toe in it. That's all. I ain't gonna tell. That's how I see.
Now you got to rip apart that big ass pretzel because the dip this big.
Yeah,
dip this big. You like, all right, how much? All right, that's not gonna work.
Yeah.
All right, I got a little bit now. I got a little bit. All right.
Actually, don't. Let me get 17 of those dips. Thank you very much.
You know what I'm saying? And I will take the 2 for $5 pretzels actually, because this shit tastes like crack cocaine, right. all in my shit.
Right. Now that being said, though, it's like we accept that. You know what I'm saying? Like you accept, your shortcomings, whatever. Limit yourself. I'm not gonna be like, man, son. I spent all October going to the mall and buying pretzels, and so I spoke to my lawyer. We're gonna sue Auntie Annie because they exist.
We suing the shit out of Aunt Annie's.
Why or whatever it's called? Yeah, Aunt Annie's because
right. Because and then they got Wetzel's pretzels.
Because the reason why I'm suing is because the pretzels are too delicious. They know that the pretzels are delicious. There is a report that they put out themselves that said our pretzels are delicious.
Are too delicious.
And people are addicted to the pretzels, especially if we have the dips next to them. So they knew what they was doing. So it's their fault that I go and get those pretzels. So yeah, I'm going to call my lawyer up and we're going to get that going.
Matter of fact, I'm calling up Jay. I'm talking up Jay so we can get a class action suit.
Yeah, well, we're going to class action them because,
Gotta hit him with the class action.
Yeah, McDonald's, you next because your fries are too delicious. I have a salt problem. I have a salt problem.
How you gonna be crunchy on the outside but soft on the inside?
Son, when they hot and fresh like that, come on, man, it's their fault.
How you gonna do that? And I smelled you like 3 blocks away. Mm-hmm. I smelled you.
Right.
And in the words of Wolverine, the nose knows.
Then I'm calling up Domino's and I'm calling up Papa John's, suing them. Because how you going to make the shakarita with extra pepperoni and cheese? So you're going to make a bigger pizza with extra pepperoni and cheese. And think that how am I supposed to stop myself from doing it? It's your fault.
Son.
I had to go out there and get it. And I ate the whole one by myself. Because
so why you know what that pizza's called though, son?
Oh, because I already had it. I shared it with a friend of mine. I was like, yo, how about, I'm like, Shaq is always, Shaq always talking this crazy. You know what I mean? I'm like, I told him, I said, I did a whole thing on Shaq on my podcast.
You sure did.
I'm like, let me find out what the Shakarita is all about. And he had one. And I had it. It was decent.
So what the fuck is a Shakarita?
And now I'm going to sue Shaq. Well, the Shakarita is just a pepperoni pizza, but it has like more pepperoni, more cheese, and it's a big pizza. It's like Shaq. It's bigger than the average pizza. So it's like
you got extra large, extra everything pizza.
Yeah, extra cheese and extra pepperoni. And every time you buy one, it's supposed to go to some like nonprofit or whatever to help kids sports or whatever.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
I'm like, because
I'm doing it for the kids.
Doing it for the kids. But now I got to sue you, Shaq.
Sorry, Shaq.
Because I liked it. So now it's your fault. There's a report out that pepperoni and cheese. Right there. Pepperoni and cheese is way too addictive. And so I need the government to regulate Papa John's and sue, and Shaq should go to prison.
Sorry, Shaq.
For making those pizzas that delicious.
Can you dig it, Shaq?
Right. My kids are addicted to it. What are you talking about?
Right.
Can we, because I don't know, we came up in a generation, son, where it was like, Mom, can we get McDonald's? No. That was the end of the conversation.
You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't
Insert
that
the Eddie
McDonald's
Murphy skit.
Son, it wasn't that McDonald's got less addictive. Parents just said no. I wanted McDonald's every day too when I was a kid. We all wanted McDonald's every day.
Right.
Your mom said no.
Right.
Better than McDonald's.
You know what I'm saying?
Better than McDonald's? You know them shits wasn't better than McDonald's. Nah, but seriously, it's like
he said, ew, where you get that big welfare burger?
Egg? You making an egg McMuffin.
He said
ain't McDonald's.
He said, I didn't ask you for an egg McMuffin. I asked you for a burger.
He said, boy, I don't know egg McMuffin is. You better sit down and eat this burger.
He said, I don't even know what the fucking egg McMuffin is.
It is. You know what I'm saying? But that was called, even though he made a funny skit.
He said you're gonna put a burger on Wonder Bread? He said McDonald's don't use Wonder Bread. Son.
Boy, I don't care
Eddie Murphy. Anyway, go ahead, son.
But so my thing is that whole point with that skit is parenting. Yeah, kids want what kids want. Parenting. Right. We didn't get it every day. But like you said, today's parents is about pleasing the kids, whatever the kids want. And like you're saying, well, if the parent is addicted to McDonald's, that means the kid is addicted to McDonald's. Thus, it's now McDonald's fault. No. Parent, I understand you 23, you 24, grow the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And once you grow up, you can help your kid grow up. You can't have these things all the time. If McDonald's is causing me to be depressed, I have to stop having that much McDonald's. If, Jim Gaffigan, remember that his skit? He was like, everybody has a McDonald's. He's like, you may have never stepped foot in a McDonald's, but we all have a McDonald's. Maybe Instagram is your McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? Instagram is your McDonald's. So if you know Instagram is your McDonald's, you got to cut back on it because it's causing you or your kid to feel bad about themselves. You know what I'm saying? But let me just say this and we can end it. I know, and I know you feel the same way. I see a lot of real positive stuff on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not on there like you said, like everybody else. I recently just really got on there. But when I get on there, oh yeah, I see the garbage and all that. But I also see a lot of positive stuff. You send me good stuff like, yo, son, this dude is talking about A, B, and C. Check this out. Or this person on TikTok is blowing things up about how to do this and how to do that. So it's all about how you curate it too. If you're into garbage and all that, yeah, you're gonna get more of that. Go ahead, go through.
No. So that's part of what the report was about. That's part of what the whistleblowing was about. They literally have data that says forget about data. They know we react to certain things. That's the data they have. So what they've done is they've changed their AI, they've changed their algorithms where you're only going to see those kind of things. So let's say I only look for Malcolm X posts. That's the only reason I go on Instagram. This is an example. Let's say I only go on Instagram to look at things about Malcolm X, right? Awesome. Doesn't matter. I'm still going to see other negative shit. If I go on the Explore page, which is where you're supposed to search for new fun stuff, right?
Yeah.
Facebook has it set up where you're going to see ass, titties, rumors, police shootings, Republican conventions, whatever the fuck.
I agree.
It's going to give you a negative reaction. So
I agree.
It's not about how you curate it.
No.
They have
so
changed
what I'm saying
that.
is, I'm not saying that that's not there. I guess for me, I gravitate to the positive things, and the negative things I don't really get into because I have, I guess, a mature mind. So even me but
you're not the norm though.
No, I know that. I get that. But even me, it's like I am into martial arts stuff. I only scroll mad martial arts stuff, and you see some girl doing a kick in a bikini, half dressed. What does that have to do with karate? It's just like, yo, I mean, I'm trying to get these 1 million likes, so I'm gonna put my leg up there and I'm gonna just hashtag martial arts. I'm so like, I'm triggered in the sense of that it's kind of disrespectful to the art. But I'm not that triggered that I gotta go on there and comment about it. I'm just like, whatever. But then I see something that I like, oh, that's what's up. Either maybe I know this person or I've heard of this person. Those are the things I click on. But I get what you're saying. I'm not the typical user. I mean, I just got on the bench. People who've been on there for 5, 10 years, they gravitate towards the negative, you know? So we gotta, you know, as a society, or those people, if you know that's what you are, then yo, relax, get off of it. Curate it yourself in a sense of, you see the negative stuff, don't give it no play, don't give it no air. But if you're addicted to it like that, put it down.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. Not only are you addicted, you're addicted, and these things are being shoved in your face.
Yeah.
It's like being addicted to television, and you keep seeing the one infomercial for whatever thing.
Bro, I get it. It's like,
you keep seeing that infomercial so much.
If I was a
that eventually you like, yo, 3 easy payments of $89.99.
Sure. Right.
Give me 3 of those.
Right. If I was a 10-year-old boy just starting martial arts, and all I see is titties and bikinis, and of course I'm gonna click on that. Of course, titties and ass is new to me. I'm excited about it. That's natural for someone. You know, I get that. I understand that. And that's why it's like, yo, you got to limit that so that they're not on it. You know what I mean? I get that you can't stop it, but, you know, you got to limit it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like, that's the thing. And it's the same thing for somebody who's 45 and you keep seeing things that go against your beliefs. So, for example, if you're a Democrat, what's happening? They're showing you all this Republican shit. All this, it's like every time I get on Facebook, I keep seeing Fox News posts. I don't know why, but the shit is driving me nuts. So you know what you're gonna do at 45, angry and on Facebook? You're gonna say, "Yo, you know what? Yo, fuck these niggas. Let me tell Fox News what I really think." All right, now we got you.
Thumb wars. I declare war.
You know what I'm saying?
The shit out of it. Yeah, I get it.
And that's the thing.
No doubt, son. All right, man.
It's challenging.
Yeah, we went in for a while. I know you got.
This is like our longest podcast ever. It's gangster.
Yeah, we're gonna have to chop this one up. But you know, had to get it out. Fuck it. 2 tears in the bucket.
I mean, 2 tears in the bucket. You know what I'm saying? The oath is the oath.
Yes.
That's it. They're gonna say nothing else. The oath is the oath. You know what I'm saying? We out of here, baby. We see y'all next week.
And let's roll out, roll out, roll out, roll out. Let's roll out.